Yo, 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 people. Coach Simmons back here again. Just got back from vacation. I know I dropped that Pistol 5 video a little early, but this is what I was thinking about while I was on vacation. The whole thing is to expand the profile of HBCUs in football and also as universities. So one thing I was looking at, I was thinking, as a wrestling fan, you know, the WWE, of course, they have shows over in Saudi Arabia. Because Saudi Arabia is trying to change their image. Now, I'm not going to say HBCUs should play in Saudi Arabia, even though the money will be greatly beneficial. The scrutiny will be too hard to overcome, especially on this side. But they got me thinking about how many other games were played outside of the U.S. So I found this Wikipedia page, and we're going to go by and check it out and see where it leads us. Now, I know this is not up to par with any other videos on here, especially when it comes to graphics and editing. But we'll see if the content sticks up, okay? The first thing I noticed was that since 1874, football is being held outside of the country. Harvard started it off, of course, against McGill and Montreal FBC over in the cricket grounds in Canada. And then, of course, Michigan started in 1880 against Toronto at the Toronto Lacrosse Club. They came back again in 85. Now, to keep going on, let's go down a little further. Mississippi A&M, which is now, of course, is Mississippi State, I believe, right now. But going down, a lot of teams. Florida have played here, Michigan State played down here, Syracuse. Of course, you get further and further down, and what's the point of the video, right? September 24th, 1976. Now, of course, this is Wikipedia. There's no way to judge the previous attendance records, but we can pretty much guarantee these two are accurate. Grambling State played twice in Tokyo in 1976 and 1977, winning both games, once against Morgan State and another one against Temple, which is now a FBS team, but they were a lower level team before that. In fact, 50,000 fans was way over the amount of fans that any other game had ever got, even the one with Texas A&I, which is now Texas, I believe it's A&M Kingsville, over Henderson State, which was 25,000 over in Paris. And they tried to come back with Utah State, non-HBCU team, BYU, UNLV, 15 to 27,000, only with the expansion of the Tokyo Dome, basically, the Caracas Stadium. I know I'm mispronouncing that, but did they get over that 50,000 threshold? Okay, so that's the only two. Those are the only two outliers we see? No. Come down more recently, and I will admit I did not know this game happened. Of course, I'm new to HBCU football. My HBCU didn't have football. But Texas Southern had played Central State over in the Bahamas. 2014, they won 30 to 16. Now, it says here 7,802 fans, which looks pretty accurate. But looking at the other ones, the same stadium, the same year, this game is more than verifiable. There is no way in hell this attendance record was accurate. We've seen the videos. ESPN refused to show the crowd because of the amount. But that's not what really gets me. What really gets me is this one. May 21st, 2011, Drake. No, not Call Me on the Cell Phone, not Tootsie Slide, the college. Played the Mexican All-Stars. So Drake, Iowa, played a team the Mexican All Stars, was the first time an American football team played in Africa. Of course, you might be thinking, well, 11,000 fans, that's not much. They outdrew this one, which was Texas Southern. But let's see how they actually performed that. What did it look like? Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and pause that because basically, we know what this is. We're not gonna show this any further. But let's go back to the Bahamas Bowl, the Texas Southern played in. True. Quick shot of the crowd. Now, it's not sold out. Definitely not. But there are way more fans in this place than at any time during the Bahamas Bowl, guaranteed. But that leads to another question. Okay, so what? You think that the numbers are not accurate on this page? Okay. You think that the HBCU team or another team should have played in Africa first? Possibly. But we're not going to put them at that stadium. I know I'm fascinated with stadiums. Sue me. I get it. But where would you choose to put a game between two HBCU teams, not necessarily in the SWAC per se, don't want to take away money from games from their fans, but any other game like, a Valley versus a Morehouse or a Southern's taking on a SC State or a Central State, something like that, or Kentucky State, where would you want them to play? Very simple. Very simple. Very, very simple. I want them to play somewhere where they can be themselves, which is another reason why Saudi Arabia does not work because you couldn't bring all of the band. The J Settles could not make it a trip to Saudi Arabia or to Qatar. You can bring everybody to South Africa. If we are really truly trying to make sure that we expand the reach of HBCUs and make sure we expand the reach of Black culture, What better place to expand the reach of Black culture than to the place where Black culture originated from? I know you can say we have long left the roots of Africa, but are you sure? It's an awakening to be around your people. It's awakening, and on an international stage, you would be the most watched game, or the only watched game really, on the continent of Africa. You'll be headlining ESPN, Fox Sports Net. You'll be headlining everything. If you put two major universities as the first HBCUs to play in Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, there is no bigger stage that you can do with so much history behind it. This is the last place that Nelson Mandela did a speech. Last place. Big enough crowd. Most Western country in Africa. The money will work. Will they reach out? We don't know. All we can do is wait, right?